I guess, like a lot of DJs, summer is all about Ibiza. We've now hit the Ibiza season when I spend a little bit more time in Europe and not really doing the long haul travelling, but up to about a month ago when I sort of settled back in European terra firma, it was the global touring. I went to the US almost every other week, which is great because you kind of build up a bit of a head of steam, and everybody loves going to America because if you're a DJ or a band or any form of artist, you want to crack America, and we slave away at that task. I'm not entirely sure, you'd have to check your stats, but I think I'm one of the only DJs, arguably maybe the only DJ who's done GlobalGathering from literally year one up to the present day. And it's quite weird going from a bunch of guys who said, well, we're starting this festival, will it work? And I was a bit sceptical and thinking, well, okay, I know them, I can't really say no, to now where I hope they don't say no to me. So it's the success story of the festival, literally the festival landscape in the last 10 years. It exists all over the world. Obviously the UK is the flagship event, and it's just the one that every DJ wants to be on the bill and part of. I guess when you've been part of dance music like I have since literally as a culture it started effectively, even though dance music clearly predates me. When we were first putting things on, because I started life as a promoter and I was going to the very, very early sort of acid house parties, which is the way that really dance culture started in this country and globally. It was very much, you know, for the initiated, for those that knew about it, and you almost felt as if it was you against the world, which was great on the one hand because you just wanted to be part of a gang where the music was yours and nobody else knew anything about it. And obviously the scenario now is where it's very exposed and a lot of people know a great deal about it, but if you love music and you're a DJ, your job is to share it with everybody. So that's probably the real big difference between then and now. Then everybody wanted to keep it to themselves. Now if you're a DJ and you're part of the more exposed music industry, the more exposed festival industry, then you want to share it, but you want to bring new people in at the same time. Obviously with DJing, you know, the great thing is the performance element. You know, I might do anywhere between 2 and 5 gigs a week, and the set times will be an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that on each occasion, and that is the best thing in the world. You know, the buzz is like the ultimate drug. I mean, anybody who performs in front of a crowd that are really going for it will tell you just how much they enjoy it, and that's the great thing. I guess the downside is there's so much homework. You have to listen to every record you receive. You can't be blasé about where the next great new tune's going to come from. So there's an awful lot of homework and kind of dull, relatively monotonous spade work that goes into every few minutes of kind of quality DJ set time. But you know, at the same time, I'm totally mindful of the fact that you know, I do a job that just so many people would dream of doing, and I'm never ever complacent about that. In terms of the future of music performance, or at the very least DJ performance, it's been interesting to note how Tiesto kind of was the vanguard for a DJ only performance. When he first started, I don't think anybody necessarily believed that a DJ in the middle of a huge packed arena putting on the occasional vocal performance from some of the people who sung on his records could ever make a crowd go bang and could ever attract people. And so I confidently expect to see more DJs kind of do the concert type scenario, which I think will work in certain environments. At the same time, I think it's very important that DJs don't get away from the grassroots level of performing in front of smaller audiences where you're not sort of away out there on a big stage, you're kind of close to the crowd. But it's nice to be in an environment where DJs are treated that seriously, that they can be the kind of showpiece acts, as opposed to being the kind of the support group to a different, you know, to maybe a band in those big arenas. My pleasure. Cheers.